Good morning, traders. Happy Saturday. My name is Jonathan. I'm the owner of SysFX, and in today's video, we're going to go over my losing week, the first losing week I've had in over a month. So in order for you guys to understand why I lost, you need to understand my strategy first. So we're going to go over that before we even get started, and we're going to go over it right now. My trading system's pretty simple. Let's keep it simple. You mark your support and resistance zones on the 4-hour. Once you do that, you find the trend, whether it be up or down. And once you figure that out, you wait for those breaks of those levels, and then once it breaks, you wait for the retest. Once it retests, you wait for the rejection candles on the 1-hour time frame. Once you've done that, then you can go ahead and enter your position, whether it be a buy or a sell. So without further ado, let's get started. The best part about these recaps using this trading journal is the fact that they're so easy to spot the mistakes, right? And I'm going to put these mistakes over here on the right where it says notes and results, okay? So this is how it works. The first one was on the 15th. I think that was a Monday, right? It was CAD CHF. It was in a downtrend, and this is my entry image. You click on that, and it's going to open a new tab right from saving it. I said it was in a downtrend. That was correct. So I drew my zones on the 4-hour right here. These are two zones, right? The price was here at the beginning of the week. So it actually broke through there. And I wanted to see the retest. This is why I put these little arrows there. So in the market video, you can actually see me actually mark these up, right? See how it's gonna work. So right here, I see rejection. It broke through, it retested, it showed rejection, and it actually tested it again, but I didn't see rejection when I entered. So if you look at the exit image, so if you go back to the trading journal and you go back to the exit image, right here's where I entered, and it went straight into stop loss, right? So obviously here, I should have waited for the rejection candle closure, even though I did see it here, right? You always want to have that confirmation. So definitely my mistake for not waiting for rejection. So that one was a simple one, right? So I'm going to write down over here, should have waited for rejection. And that first one is done. Okay, so we try to be better this week. This next week coming up, sorry. Next trade was NZD USD. It was in an uptrend. It was in an uptrend. So let's see the entry image. It's clear as day. Excuse me. NZD USD on the 1-hour. This is the 4-hour chart or 4-hour zone. It broke through cleanly and it showed rejection. It showed every single sign that it was perfect, right? So I entered the trade. 1 to 2, stop loss right below. Now let's see why I lost. So it looks like I had my stop loss too tight, because maybe it could have been it could have reversed. Actually, let's see what it looks like now. Maybe that'll help us. All right, so let's see here. Oh man, I think it was up here when I did the trade. It was up here. So broke through, retested. So okay, so this is a great example as to why you need to have a stop loss. I'm so glad this happened. Okay, so sometimes you did nothing wrong. Sometimes the market just decided to do its own thing, right? Which was reverse completely, because it was, again, the 4-hour, you can actually see it. So if you were to do this right here, this is the beginning of the week right here. I know because I have this arrow where it starts, right? So it was the beginning of the week. For the time being, it was going up, right? It was going up, clearly. So when it retested and it showed rejection, I had every right, you know, it fit all my trading rules. It showed the rejection and everything, and it just kept going. So sometimes that happens. If you follow your trading rules and it still went into stop loss, that is why you have risk management. You have accepted that risk, and you need to learn to do that. The sooner you can learn to accept the risk before you even take the trade, the more at peace you'll be, right? So let's go ahead and take the next trade. The third trade was on the 19th, which I think was Friday. It was yesterday. Okay, so I took 2 trades yesterday. So SPX 500, the same exact, whoa, what happened? So the same exact thing. This is the 4-hour. level there, and it broke through, retested, and it retested again, and it showed rejection. So that's why I entered that trade. So why did I lose? And it went the other way. Honestly, I think I could have waited to see more rejection, especially for indices. You need to have clear confirmation. So again, should have waited for rejection. I think would have solved the problem. For more rejection on indices is what I'll put down now. All right, so the last trade. No, we'll put this one. We'll put shit out of luck, bro, because the market does whatever it wants sometimes, which is why it's important to have a risk management in place for your trading plan. So the last trade I took was AUD USD. I put down that it was in a downtrend. So let's look at the charts. Clearly downward, right? Why? Why did I freaking buy? Why did I buy that? Oh my God. Okay, so sorry guys. It's just kind of dumb mistakes that you kind of make. It's just annoying. You know what I mean? Like, I'm normal too, guys. It happens, but I'd have my risk management, so I enter without fail. So even with that, I didn't wait for the break and the retest because it's going downward. So why the fuck am I buying? Okay, so that's an obvious one. I didn't stick to my freaking trading rules. Stick to your trading rules, dumbass. Kind of feel like a dumbass, don't you think? All right, so it's literally that simple, guys. I went over my trades and I saw the mistakes I made. I didn't follow my trading rules on one of them. I'm closing this. So guys, there you have it. Waited for rejection. Kind of out of luck, right? There's nothing you can do about it. Waited for rejection again, and then I didn't follow my trading rules. So two things that I could have fixed, easy fixes. We got to be better next week. Every day as a trader, you're learning and you learn from your mistakes, but a good way to do that is to track your trades, recap it every week, and then the next week improve on that. If you don't already have the trading journal, make sure you go ahead and check it out in the link in the description. It's a free trading journal. There's no strings attached. You can get yourself the same copy as the one you just saw. Make sure to join the Telegram if you want to see me trade.